500, actually 501. That's the amount of runs we're chasing here today against Australia. To have any chance of chasing this down, we need at least one person to score a double 100. And Stark comes in. Even though we have to score such a giant number of runs, it's still important that we don't lose wickets, and that's a good start. A nice straight drive for 4 of Rohit Sharma's bat. And I don't know what that was. That was a flick, and it looked like he was on the front foot, but it also looked like he was on the back foot. I'm not going to try and loft many balls right off the bat. Let's go 3 or 4 overs just like this. Hopefully we can get a few runs, and then we can start attacking. The power play is probably the most important period in this entire game. We have to score at least 80 runs if to have any chance at all. That's nicely flicked off his hips, and that will be 4. Another boundary, and Stark has been pretty expensive. Oh, that is probably the shot of the match so far, and they've scored 500 runs, so some heavy competition there. A nice back foot punch straight back past the bowler for 4. That's driven in the gap as well, and that will be 4. The floodgates have opened, and suddenly we can't stop finding the gap and scoring boundaries. But all that can change with just 1 wicket. But the thing is, we could be 200 for no loss after 20 overs, and even then, we will need 300 runs. That's how massive the score is. The most important thing is we haven't lost a wicket, because we need at least 2 or 3 batsmen to score hundreds. 1 batsman to score a double 100, most probably. I should probably leave those balls alone, but I haven't lost a wicket yet, so it's time to play a stupid shot and get out. Ooh, Hazelwood has been amazing so far. Only 9 runs, and I've barely been able to play him anywhere. And again, swing and a miss. The straight drive seems to be the easiest shot to pull off. We need to play straight, and there's very little risk of getting an edge as well. Pretty safe shot, and it's given us 3 boundaries already. But we are still 473 runs away. And another wonderful cover drive for 4. It is going to be interesting to see how I deal with the in-between overs after the power play is done against spinners. They have 2 spinners, Zampa and Ashton Agar, and I'm absolutely horrendous against spinners. I don't know how many times I've collapsed. But again, this is a one-day international, and this is not one of those pitches where the ball turns, and I don't have sliders enabled, so I think I will be okay. But scoring 10 runs and over, that is going to be hard. And driven again, and for 4 once more. Stark has been all over the place, giving us so many half volleys. And a nice short ball on the hips. I would have tried and lofted it for 6, but with 2 fielders on the leg side, too risky for now. And the 50 partnership comes up, and it's only been 5.4 overs. We have to keep this going and more for just another 44 overs. Pretty simple, right? But I don't need to be all that aggressive. Runs are flowing with only 2 fielders on the boundary. And that ball is just impossible to play. I could go for an uppercut, but for some reason I have 0 hope in that. And here comes our money man, Mitchell Stark. That's just a horrible ball. But this boundary is somewhat long, so hitting 6s is going to be hard. A full toss. That ball should have raced to the boundary, but I was too perfect with my straight drive. Too straight with my straight drive. And another flick. And another boundary. Our goal of scoring 80 runs after 10 overs, we're going to just crush it. Crush it easily. But the ball is bouncing way too much. It's like a tennis ball. Oh my god, Rohit Sharma has flicked about 50 runs already, and he moves on to 49. Now with Rohit Sharma, I'm probably going to slow down, and maybe with Gill I can just attack, all out attack. Because the thing is, even though this is an awesome start, we are still behind the run rate. And Rohit Sharma's 50 comes up, and like an idiot I just skipped that cutscene. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Now spinners on both ends, this is going to be a challenge. He's going to spin the ball away. Well, both bowlers are spinning the ball away. And with Gill, I think I'm going to start attacking a little more. Now Rohit Sharma is going to bat for 50 overs. Do I sweep? I think I can sweep the ball with no one there. That ball's too wide, and why is he playing a helicopter shot? Or I could go straight as well. I don't know if I should try lofting the ball yet. Finally I've swept it for 1 run. With the turn, driven straight, and maybe we can sneak in a 2. No, we can't. There's no point risking so much for 1 run, because batting seems to be very easy so far. And now I think this is going to be a safe second. I don't want to. That 0 looks really nice. I don't want to spoil it yet. These spinners are going to get through their overs very fast, so I have to be careful, because I know exactly what will happen. At the 20 overs mark, I'll be like, what happened? Where did the last 10 overs go? And we'll still be only at 120, 130. I still have to try and score above 8, above 9 runs an over without losing wickets for 40 overs. And there's no place to attack either. Maybe I can cut if the ball is wide. And that's what I've done. But nope, not in the gap. Again, it's a full toss and a pretty close run, but we'll make it comfortably in the end. I think now I can sweep the ball, and I will get 4 if I time it. I timed it, but I'll get only 1, 2 maybe. Yep. Now that is a dangerous ball. A short ball from a spinner. Of course, not in actual cricket, but in this game. I have to score a boundary from somewhere, and I just cannot seem to find the gap. That ball turned. And a misfield, but even then the ball probably will just stop. And I don't think I've lofted even 1 ball yet. No, I haven't. And I'll get it. 4 bonus runs. 5 runs in total, which should have been 1 run. Come on, do it again, my man. And the 100 partnership comes up. And again I skip the cutscene like an idiot. Finally a boundary. Nope. How many overs has it been since a boundary? I think it's been 4 or 5 overs at least. I have no idea what to do with these short balls. I've just been knocking the ball around, taking some easy singles, but I think I have to do something now. And I've gone for the sweep. Has it worked? I think it has. Come on. Full toss on leg stump. Thank you, Mr. Zampa. Finally, a boundary off the bat, and Gill's 50 comes up. A strike rate of 123, but in this match, that's usually great, but in this match, it's just not enough. Almost all around the ground. Fast bowler comes back. I don't know why. Both spinners were bowling brilliantly. And Stark comes in, the most expensive bowler. But yeah, for a while nothing has happened for the last 7-8 overs. We've just been taking singles, missing a few balls here and there. That's wide, come on. But that ball did move just a little bit in the end. And yeah, he's tricked the umpire and he's tricked me as well. I'm gonna try to loft this ball now. And a top edge, and that ball flies away to the boundary. And our first attempt at a lofted shot somewhat works. I know he's gonna bowl exactly on the wide line on the offside. And again, but this time, yep, that's 4 as well. And that should probably be a missed chance, because I don't know what the fielder was doing. It should have been a simple catch, but just went over his head. Not all that far away from him, but he just missed it. Stark has suddenly become quicker. He's bowling at 130 in his first spell. Now he's bowling at 150. The required run rate has climbed up to 11.52, and I have to I have to do something now. I think I'm going to be super aggressive with Gill and try to score at least a boundary every over. Try to reverse sweep Marcus Stoinis now. Oh, that's a lovely cut shot, but whoever is at point seems to be Superman's little brother. He's jumping left, right and center to stop every ball. 20 overs gone, 149 for no loss. And what a start it has been. In any other one-day match, we would have been ahead by miles, but not in this match. And a 150 run partnership comes up, and what a partnership this has been. We have 10 wickets in hand to absolutely swing at everything. Bunt straight and finally a boundary. And Rohit Sharma is inching closer to his 100. We need a boundary every over along with 4 singles and 1-2. And we have to do that every over for the next 30 overs. So it's going to be fun. Again, but this time not as well timed, but I think I can still sneak in 2. And another boundary, and this dumb field is definitely helping us. He has no one deep at long on or long off, and he's bowling half volleys at 155 kilometers. And now a short ball, and that will be 4 as well. Have I found the gap? Yes, I have, and the ball is running away. But wait, did I only run 2? I felt like it was running forever, but only 2. And again, this time very, very well played, and that will be 4. A nice short ball outside of stump, no deep point, no deep third man. That is some genius level bowling there. I can even go straight if he's too full. And that's exactly what I've done, but I don't think the ball will run away. No, it won't. But I think I can come back for 3. No, I won't. I'm not risking a well-set batsman for 1 run. I played, I think, exactly 2 lofted shots, and both of them have gone to the boundary, but both of them were streaky, so I think I even need to loft the ball all that much. With 10 wickets in hand, I think we can score 12 runs and over for 20 overs straight. Zampa comes back in, the sun is setting, this chase is just heating up. And I have lofted yet another ball, and that will bring up his 101 of 75 balls, a strike rate of 134. Ashton Agar comes in, 3 overs, 13 runs. He's been incredible. That's in the gap. Inside out cover drive against a slow left arm bowler, and it just does not get better than that. As we've seen so many times, things can go bad really quickly. Collapse at any corner. I mean, we don't even need to collapse. 2 or 3 wickets will just completely stop the flow of runs, and the required run rate is probably already at 11 at the least. And I've pulled a spinner for 4. That ball was truly horrible. Look at how short it was. We are at the halfway mark, but when it comes to the total runs, we are not even close to the halfway mark. We needed yet another 300 runs. And an inside edge. For a second, I could not speak there because I thought it went straight to the keeper. Runs again. Once again, they've stopped the leak of runs. Let's get him to his 100, and then it's all pass balls from there on. Can I run a 2? Yes, I can. Cut in the gap, and that will be Shubman Gill's 100. 101 of 71 and a strike rate of 142. And hopefully we can increase that even more, and he bats for just a while longer. Another 50-60 runs. And that's what I'm going to do now. That's all going to be lofting balls all over the place. And our first attempt goes pretty nicely. And a short ball. That was such a horrible ball. Managed to pull it, but I don't know why it didn't go to the boundary. Ashton Agar has an economy of less than 6 on a pitch where one team scored 500 and the other team is 232 for no loss in 27 overs. I might have to loft the ball straight now. I am pretty nervous, or maybe I can go over fine leg and see how that goes. And I've hit it straight to the man, and that will be our first wicket. Shubman Gill goes shortly after his century, and Ashton Agar, not only has he been brilliant with his economy, now he's taken a wicket as well. But no worries, now comes the chase master himself. A 232 run partnership gets broken, but now we have to be careful because one wicket usually leads to 9 when I bat. Rohit finds a gap once again through point. Another boundary, inching towards a massive mountain of a target, but we're getting there one step at a time. This time on the leg side, the required run rate is above 12. Inside out drive, lovely drive. So 20 overs left, 250 runs required. In the gap. Look at that ball just magically stopped for some reason. It was going so fast, but as soon as it crossed the 30-yard circle, it just magically stopped. That might be the first 6 of the innings. After 30 overs and 260 runs, we finally managed to hit one ball out of the boundary. And in the gap, and that ball is running away for 4 as well. And another cut, even better than the last. Didn't even need to run. And Rohit Sharma on 149. He finally learns his lesson. Bowls full and straight. But we'll get a single and Rohit will get his 150 of 105 balls. And the strike rate is only improving and we are only 50 away from the magical figure. We might even get to 300, who knows. And now the wagon wheel is just looking beautiful. We have gotten into that zone where we just scored boundary after boundary for 2 or 3 overs and then we just stop. But this time hopefully that doesn't happen. We can just keep scoring. Stoinis and Green are getting just smacked. Maybe they should bring on Maxwell because spinners have been much better than fast bowlers and I don't know why he's bowling so short and so wide. And a repeat of what feels like eternity of batsmen just cutting and getting fours. And now it should be below 12. Oh god. I tried lofting that ball for some reason. Thankfully it didn't go anywhere. And that's in the gap as well. Instead of stopping the ball, the fielder is just running behind it like a literal child. And runs are flowing from all corners. But mostly from one corner. That's been hit straight, but is it carrying to the fielder? Yes, it has, and Kohli has got to go. The second wicket goes. I try to hit it a lot straighter, and of course a lot longer, and a quick fire 34 comes to an end with a strike rate of 200. And these guys just will not stop bowling short balls outside of stump, will they? And over square leg it goes for 4. And now that is going even further, but it will still only be 4. 14 overs left. We need another 160. Rohit Sharma needs another 20. Is that in the gap? No, it's not, but we'll still run. This is slightly better. Actually, it's a lot better because hitting through mid-wicket is very hard. And I can't even cut the ball now for 4. And to do some combination of a punch and a cut and a drive. Close, but we'll get 254 runs required from 80 balls. It's looking a lot better now, isn't it? But still, things can go pretty wrong. 2 more wickets here. And with running like that, that might happen a lot sooner. Oh, that has been pulled out of the ground. As soon as I saw that ball, that shot, I knew I wanted to loft it. And I lofted it with Rohit Sharma. Seriously, would have been devastated if I had gotten out playing that shot. And on 180 as well. I thought it was sky. 123 meters. That was a giant 6. And that's been hit straight. Will that be another wicket? Yes, it will be. Once again, I wanted to go over long on, but just another meter and it would have been 6. You know what? Now let's just play some proper cricket for another 3 or 4 overs. And then we'll just completely accelerate. Hopefully by then, Rohit will get his double 100. Ooh. Now suddenly it's looking like a test match, and why do they have a slip? It's the 38 over white ball swinging that much that they need a slip. I mean, as soon as I see these short balls, I just want to loft them, and that's exactly what I did, and it worked. Oh, classy cover drive, and that will be 4 as well. One powerful shot on the leg side, one elegant drive on the offside, and Smith has no idea what to do apart from setting horrible fields. And now Rohit Sharma 195. Edged and out. Oh my god, he's got to go on 195. And to a shot that he's been playing for his entire stay at the crease. Short and wide. I try to cut it, but he's got to go on 195. And look at Wade. That was 3rd slips catch, and he caught that. And what an innings. Strike rate of 153, 195 runs. He's done more than his part, but now things are getting a little tricky. Cameron Green has taken 2 wickets, so even though he's been smacked everywhere, he's still been Australia's most important bowler. Because if they take another 2 wickets, it's over. Game is done. All they need is just 2 good balls and we are done. Full toss outside off stump, but he has protection. So last 10 overs, the match is perfectly in the balance. As it often happens, as soon as we lose wickets, we just suddenly cannot find the boundary, no matter how hard we try. Oh, that's a nice ball, but I made room. And who is that guy? How fast was he? And the run rate has gone above 12 required run rate. And that will help. Is that running away to the boundary? No, it isn't. This match is probably going to end up really close. That was a tennis shot. And it'll get us 4. 8 overs remaining. 100 runs to go. And things just don't get better than this. What a shot that was. Back foot punch straight back. Can we sneak in a 2? Yes, we are gonna try. And almost a direct hit. Ooh, I've lofted it in the gap and 3. Edged another wicket, and the cut shot betrays us once again, and Rahul's got to go. Just when things start going well, we lose a wicket. The match is hanging in the balance. That was played very fine. But I'm still gonna keep cutting. I've lost 2 wickets to it, but I've got like 15 boundaries as well. Oh, helped on its way, but only for a single. Throw to the wrong end and we'll sneak in another 2. Play and a miss. Let's give ourselves room. And I've got it in the gap, and that will be 4. 61 of 28. Cameron Green has given away 97 runs in 7 overs. That was a somewhat smart ball. Hardik Pandya 16 balls 29. What in the world was that? I tried to uppercut a ball and almost got out LBW. I don't think that has ever happened. Can we sneak in 2? Both men are quick. We'll do exactly that and throw to the right end for once. We have to get a boundary here. Come on. And no. Just a single. Again, straight to the man. 23 ball 56. I need to take a chance, but where will I go now? I try to go straight and that has... that's a wide end. I was hoping for 5 wides. But just the wide. I could have tried pulling it out of the ground. If he bowled short again, that's what I'm doing. Oh, that was a good ball. Can I run 2? I have to go back. And that's a throw on target. We need a boundary. We need 2 boundaries at least. Oh, driven straight. Come on, run hard. Again. I'll get 2. What is... Oh God. It's all happening here. I tried to flick it over square leg and Jadeja just decided he wanted to leave that ball. And that's been smacked. Has it gone out of the ground? Yes, it has. And I don't know how that ball went for 6. 4 footwork and all the works. But it went for 6. But now, last 3 overs, 45 runs needed. Pandya and Jadeja. And we need a couple of mighty blows here. Shot and I've pulled it. Has it gone out of the ground? No, it hasn't. And he stopped. Did he stop it? No, he hasn't. That's been smacked. But has it gone out of the ground? No, it hasn't. Wait, has it? I think it went for 6. Even though he caught the ball, he probably went out of the ground. He went out of the boundary. And wow. What a match this has been. He got it. But went outside the boundary line. And that will be 6. I think we need 1 or 2 boundaries because I don't want to take it to the last over at all. Shot. And I've hit it straight to point. Instead of trying to loft it, I could have probably played it along the ground and got 4 for it. But I tried lofting it and hit it straight. Not straight to him, but what a catch. It wasn't even straight to him. And now Shardul Thakur, our last batsman, comes in. And I think that will be another wicket, will it? Yes, it will be. And my God, are we crumbling under pressure. 34 of 13 required and Hardik Pandya is probably the only man who can get us from here. A full toss and I don't know what happened there. Shot and I have to come back for 2 even though there's no way I can do that. Can I? Yes, I can. 47 or 25, but that does not matter now. All that matters is 11 balls, 31 runs. Short. That should be wide. That is wide. Yes, that's wide. Yes, it is. 30 of 11 now. I've got it, but not in the gap. Can I get 2? No way, right? No, I can't. I hope he bowls short so I can pull him. Come on, short ball. Short ball. Yes. Pulled it. But not in the gap. Only 2. And my God, this match has it all. Is it in the gap? Yes, it is. Mohammad Siraj trinkles away for 4, teasing the fielder, making the batsman run. Now 8 balls, 23 runs. Just 1 or 2 more boundaries here. Come on. Cut and cut in the gap and Siraj Mohammad Siraj might be the man. 3 balls, 10 runs. 19 of 7 now. Shot again, cut in the gap again, and that will be 4 as well. 15 runs required of the last over. Hardik Pandya on strike. And Siraj should probably be awarded the man of the match if we win this one. Even though Rohit has got 195. Come on, Stark. Where are you gonna go? On the leg side, a full toss. The ball is running away, but only 2. We need more than that. I am waiting for that one shot ball. Pandya, you don't have time to celebrate your 50 now. 13 balls, 5 runs. The field is just brilliant. Full toss, and I think I've connected that. And that's out of the ground. That's 6. And Starky boy, you have given away a nice full toss. It was a low full toss, but a full toss nonetheless. And that ball was deposited out of the ground. How many do we need now? 7 or 4. We just need to keep calm and not do any Mushfiqur Rahim. 6 balls, 3, and the man in form, Mohammad Siraj, is on strike. Where's Stark gonna go? Shot wide, and that will be 5 wides. Oh god. And why is the equation still 6 runs? This game will screw you on every turn. And that's it. I won the match. Yes, I have. And what a close match. And Mohammad Siraj is walking like he owns the place. And rightfully so. What a match that was. 500 runs in the first innings. A 230 run partnership in the second innings. And then a collapse. Then a recovery, then a collapse, then a recovery, a collapse and a recovery couple more times, and then Pandya and Jadeja form a nice partnership. Then Siraj comes and just smacks, just cuts everyone for 4 and a 6 of the final over. This match just had it all. This was one of the most fun things I've done with Cricket 22. But as all good things, this has to end. And that will be the end of the video. If you want to see another challenge, click the video on screen and see some of the fastest, bounciest balls you will ever see. And that was a completely different challenge in this, but just equally as awesome. For now, like, share, comment and all that good stuff. Subscribe, it really means a lot. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.